Hello everybody, this is Miss Nancy from the Clearview Library District and I am here to do Storytime and a Craft with you. Remember that Storytime and a Craft is now on Tuesdays at 10 o'clock. You can go onto our YouTube channel and watch this week's anytime after Tuesday at 2 o'clock. But then starting the second week in October, it is going to be on our Facebook page. So it will go live at 10 o'clock on Tuesday, but you also can go back and find it on our Facebook page at a later time if that works better for you. Remember to pick up a kit anytime the week before so that you'll have the craft ready to meet with me. Okay? Okay, are we ready to get started? Okay. Let's do our new hello song, okay? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quiet as we can. Hello, everybody. Hi. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loud as we can. Hello! Hello, everybody. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slow as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as fast as we can. Hello. Oh. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as low as we can. Hello, everybody. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as high as we can. Hi, everybody. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as nice as we can. Hi everybody, it's really good to see you today. Thank you for coming to Storytime and a Craft. Okay, now we are going to have an apple story time today, in case you didn't notice behind me. So let's do a little rhyme before we get started, okay? Way up high in the apple tree, 5 little apples smiled down at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came the apples. They were good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All gone. Let's do it one more time, okay? Way up high in the apple tree, 5 little apples smiled down at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came the apples. They were good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All gone. Okay, now our book today is called The Starry Giraffe. I'm going to tilt my computer just a little for you. Okay, The Starry Giraffe. Let's see if I can find my book there, guys. There we go. Okay. The Starry Giraffe, written and illustrated by Andy Bergmann. The Starry Giraffe stumbled upon a plump apple tree. She was very hungry. Doesn't that make you hungry? Yum! The giraffe searched for the most delicious looking apple, and she plucked it off. Just when she opened up to take a big bite, a little brown mouse popped out of his hole.
"I am very hungry," he squeaked, "but I am much too little to reach those delicious apples."
"Here you go," said the giraffe.
"Thank you," said the mouse as she moused back into her hole.
The Starry Giraffe turned to find the second most delicious apple on the tree. She plucked a round, rosy red one that smelled so good she could just about taste it. Yum. When she had just about tasted it, a family of skunks scurried up. What is she going to do? What do you think? The giraffe presented them each with an apple. The excited skunk family jumped all about. All this apple picking made the Starry Giraffe quite tired. An old gray bunny thumped up. The giraffe gave him an apple. A raccoon followed. One apple for him. The snake got two. Can you see them? 1, 2. 2 apples. And a rhino carried off one in his lunchbox to eat later. The Starry Giraffe was hungrier than ever. Only one lonely apple remained on the tree. She looked around to see if anyone else might arrive. It was all quiet. Is she going to finally get to eat an apple? Look. The giraffe stretched up high and picked the last apple. Yum! Then she noticed a tiny inchworm staring up with a hungry face. Oh, the poor little inchworm, it's hungry. The giraffe's stomach rumbled. She felt tired and a little sad. Whoops, I'm going to back up, guys. Sorry about that. Then she noticed a tiny inchworm staring up with a hungry face. Worms quite enjoy apples, so she gave him the final one. Oh my. The giraffe's stomach rumbled. She felt tired and a little sad. After a few moments of rest, the Starry Giraffe stood up tall. What's she going to do? Do you know? She walked to the next tree and ate 27 apples. And that's the end. The Starry Giraffe. Okay. Did that surprise you? It surprised me when I read it the first time. Yes. Okay, I have another apple song for you today, and it's to the tune of the Itsy Bitsy Spider, okay? Once a little apple seed was planted in the ground. Down came the soft rain, falling all around. Out came the sun, as bright could be, and that little apple tree grew as big as it could be. Okay, let's do it another time so you'll remember it, okay? Okay. Once a little apple seed was planted in the ground. Down came the soft rain, falling all around. Out came the sun, as bright could be, and that little apple seed grew into an apple tree. Okay, very good. Okay, now we are going to sing our goodbye song, but you know that we're not really saying goodbye because we have a craft to do afterward, okay? So let's sing our song and then we'll do our craft. Okay. Wave high, wave low. I think it's time. We've got to go. Wave your elbows, wave your toes, wave your tongue, blah, 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 and wave your nose. Wave your knees, wave your lips, boom, boom, boom. Blow a kiss with fingertips. Wave your ears, wave your hair, wave your belly and derriere. Wave your chin, wave your eye, wave your hand, and say goodbye. Goodbye, but not really. Okay, let me get the craft ready here. So, to do today's craft, I would like you to have a pair of scissors, okay, and some glue, pretty much just like Augie's. And we are going to make an apple with a lacing worm that you can make go in, whoops, in the holes and out the holes and out another one, and you could just drag that string all along. Lacing activities are really good for young children. It's good for their eye-hand coordination and their dexterity with handling the plate and the worm. Okay, so it'll be something like that. And you can do it over and over again. Okay? Okay. So hopefully you picked up your kit. Let's see what's inside, okay? Okay. Almost dropped something. First of all, and very important, is our paper about snapping a pic. We hope you will take a picture of your kids either interacting with me during story time or working on their craft and send it to me, Nancy at clearviewlibrary.org, so that we can share it on social media. We love seeing pictures of your kids and everybody else loves seeing them too. So please send pictures, okay? Okay, what else is in it? Piece of brown paper? Okay. Oh, look. There's this funny paper plate that's all cut up. Aren't you glad Miss Shannon did that for you? I'm very glad Miss Shannon did it for us. She's amazing. There's a piece of yarn. Okay. Oh, look. There's a whole bunch of dots. Let's put them in one pile all by themselves because there should be quite a few of those. 3, 4, 5 dots. Make sure you look clear at the bottom of your bag. This is another one that might have some hidden things. Oh, I found something that was hiding. Let's see here. Dot number 6. Okay, so you should have 6 dots. You should have a piece of green paper. And then in this very bottom of the bag, I hope that you will find, they're hard, so be careful. They're so little. 2 really cute little bitty, goodness, googly eyes, okay? So find those two googly eyes and set them down. Okay, now to get started, you're going to take the piece of green. And what do you think we're going to make out of the green? Yes, we're going to make a leaf for our apple. Okay, so you can make that leaf however you want. A leaf is usually shaped kind of, but with both ends kind of pointy. Okay, so I have a leaf, and then I have a piece of brown, and that is going to be the stem. Okay, because we know that when Mr. Giraffe pulled those apples off, that he had to break that stem away from the apple tree, didn't he? So we have cut out a leaf and a stem. Okay, now we have our apple, and it's got a little bit bigger scoop on one end and a littler scoop at the other end. And we're going to have the little scoop down, okay? So at the top, now my glue, I don't have it down again, do I? Okay, on the back side at the very top, I am going to try to squeeze some glue. Okay? Now, if I have trouble with my glue, that might be a catastrophe. Let me see if I can get it open. I think I'm going to get it. Yes. Okay. Let's try that again. Oh my. Scissors. I used the scissors, didn't I? Okay, let's try that. Now, if you have trouble with your glue, I don't want you trying to open up that spout. I want you to ask an adult at your house to help you. Oh, and I got lots of good glue now. Okay, so I have glue right here on the back side of the top. And then I'm going to stick on the stem. Okay, can you see it? There you go. And a leaf. Okay, so that looks very apple-ish, doesn't it? Now, if you used as much glue as I did, you might have to let that dry for just a minute, okay? So set it down upside down to let it dry, and we will work on the worm. Now, the worm is just a little tricky, okay? I want you to keep one of these for its face, but I want you to take the rest of these circles and fold them in half. So fold them in half so they look like that, and then set them down, okay? See? Folding is really good for our little hands, isn't it? Yes. Let's see if you can do that yourself. Okay? So we have 5 of these little dots that are folded in half and one that is the face. And I'm going to put a dot of glue on both sides, and I'm going to hook on the googly eyes, okay? There's one with a googly eye. And here is the other side. Okay? So we have an eyeball on each side. Then I can set that down and let it sit for a minute. Now, this is the tricky part. We're going to put glue in the middle of each of our little circles that are folded in half. And make sure you get some glue on both the top and the bottom of those insides, okay? So that's number 2. Here's number 3. There you go. Can you see the glue? Mine are blowing. Okay. Number 4. There it is. And number 5. Okay. Now plenty of glue. Now we're going to hook our worm onto the end. So to do that, well, I'm going to put a little more glue on one of mine, okay? Because I want to fold. I think I need more hands. There we go. I'm going to fold this over the string like that. And then I'm going to also fold it onto my head of my worm. Okay? So we have a worm's head and the first section of worm's body. And we've got lots of glue in there, so make sure you squeeze it nice and tight because we don't want it to lose its head. And then you're going to take another one of these and fold it. Make sure you overlap a little bit over that string, okay? So now we have a head and 1, 2 of the body. Here's another one. Number 3, worm body. Make sure you overlap them again and keep that string down near the bottom. Now, if you don't have enough glue inside, you can always add more, okay? So look at this. We have 3 of the little humps on our worm, and look at how they have overlapped a little bit, okay? And overlapped on the head. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit more glue because my last one didn't really want to stay. So I added a little more glue to this one, okay? And again, I'm going to fold it up, overlap it, and squeeze it over the string, okay? Look at how long our worm is getting. We have one more. I'm going to add a little more glue to that one too, just because. Okay, there's our last one. Fold it up. Whoops. Overlap it. Okay. Squeeze, make sure it gets dry. Now, before you try to thread your worm through your apple, I want you to make sure everything is super dry. And then you can start playing with it by pushing it through the holes, okay? But let it dry for a little while. Mine's a little too wet, okay? You can make all kinds of patterns with the yarn, crossing across or making lines with the yarn through the apple, because we know worms make lots of holes in the apples, okay? And you have a plenty long string to keep a hold of as you make those patterns through the holes, okay? So I hope you have fun with this one. This is a really good one, I think. I think you'll have fun. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye. See me next week on Facebook Live at 10 o'clock on Tuesday. Or check into Facebook later and find the video and watch it and do your craft. Okay? Okay. See you next Tuesday. Goodbye. Bye-bye, guys.